Welcome back to PSC's Tech Byte. We keep on talking about PnPjs, and today I want to talk with you about the search capabilities that are available in PnPjs. Specifically using the SP object, you can make search queries, you can cache the search results, you can use the query builder for search, as well as play with query suggestions, search query suggestions, and you can play with the search factory. So you can do a lot of stuff in the field of search. So let me show you some of these functionalities in practice, and let's play with SharePoint Framework and PnPjs in the context of searching content.
So here we are in SharePoint Online, and I have a custom web part in which I'm using PnPjs to make some search queries. Just to give you an idea about how it works, I can search, let's say for myself, should be a good search query. I can see a bunch of results popping out from the search, which can be done using a text query, can be done using a typed search query. I can even use a query builder, and I will show you right now how you can do that in PnPjs and within SharePoint Framework. This is the source code of my web part. As usual, I imported the npm package of PnPjs. Now in the button that I used to search, I have a search data function, which will simply see what is the search option that I choose. So it can be a text query, a search query, or a query builder. And based on the user selection, I can just use the SP object.search to make a very simple search based on a text to search for. And here you can see I'm writing in the console log the output, and here we are. You can see the search results, which is a quite complex object. I can just see the output items for my search, and I can see that by default I will get 10 items as the result of my search. I can also use the search query. I can simply build a new object of type iSearchQuery, which is quite complex. I have a bunch of properties there, which I can use to fine-tune the search that I want to apply on my target environment. And then I simply say again, sp.search, and I provide the iSearchQuery instance, which will be the complex definition of the search query that I want to execute. Same story as before, I can see the output in the console, and of course, I also do the binding in the UI of my React component. Last but not least, I have the query builder option. So I create the search query builder object. I provide the search text as before, but I can also play with a bunch of custom methods and properties, which will allow me to fine-tune and configure the search query that I want to execute. And again, and one more time, sp.search, I will provide the search query builder object, and I will get back as before the result as a set of information, as a set of content that I can bind to my UI. Just to give you an idea, here I configure, for example, with the query builder, a row limit of 3 items, while I configure a 5 items row limit for the iSearchQuery configuration. And regardless what is the option that I will select, I can always get the next page of results, if any, simply providing the index of the page that I want to get back, using the search result object that I get as the result, as the return value for the initial search that I make. Moreover, and still using the SP object, just to give you an idea, we can also make something like a search with caching if I want to cache the results of my search, as well as I can use the search suggest method if I just want to get the search query suggestions, because maybe I want to create my own custom UI to allow my users to make searches using SharePoint Online. So it is a really powerful set of extensions to interact with the search engine of SharePoint Online, and you can easily leverage them in your own solution within the context of SharePoint Framework and PnPjs.
As usual, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.